Do we have a live audience over here? Yeah. All right, we're all set to go. My name is Walter Ness, and I run a laughter club. What's a laughter club? It's a place where people get together and laugh. As amazing as that is, I have over a dozen different ways of laughing. So I'm going to use chi energy, the energy that will actually travel in my body, will go to the back of my throat, and I will laugh from the top part of my throat, middle, lower, middle of my chest, tummy laugh, rib laughter. Now, why would anybody want to learn to do so many different things? Because I like to experience life, and then I like to write and perform about different things that I notice. Besides being a laughter leader, somebody who runs a laughter club, I am also a poet. Every person that I meet carries with them greatness. Every once in a while, I come across somebody who allows greatness to carry them. Opportunity knocked on my door. I thought it was the bill collector, so I stayed in bed. I asked for an angelic being, a spiritual force of infinite power to come into my life. Somebody should have warned me about the angel of death. We are given life to squander as we please. We are derided for our actions when we are young. We deride ourselves when we are old. When we finally stand before the Almighty to be judged, there will be nothing left worth condemning. So this is an example of poetry. How does somebody write poetry like this? Well, the stuff just shows up, and I write about it. But my origin for writing poetry happened when I was a teenager. I had a dream, and a voice said to me, write poetry. I woke up, and I said, what the heck is poetry? Now, 40, 50 years later, I can say that I have books of poetry, I have lyrics and songs, and I enjoy having content show up inside my brain. Well, how do you notice content inside of your brain? You learn how to stand behind yourself, looking in behind your brain, and when something shows up, you just write it. Great performers will tell you that, how did you write this song? How did you write the story? And they will say, it just showed up. So I will show you examples of some of the songs that I've written. And should we start with the first one?
Wild About Harriet?
Yep. I was wild about Harriet. Harriet was crazy about me. We took some medication for it. Now neither one knows the other one exists.
Now neither one knows the other one exists.
That's right. Neither one knows the other one exists. What's the name of this one here?
Here we go again.
Here we go again. The first time I saw you, you looked pleased. You carried a bottle of wine and you moved with ease. Next time I saw you, you had lost your fun. Your body was moving, but your mind was gone. Now I know that zombies are for real. You've got the look and you've got the feel. The way your eyes keep on staring, your mind is going to need some repairing. Hope to see you again real soon. You'll come around just like the full moon. I know your mind will again be sane, and life will challenge you with the same old game. You've got yourself in quite a fix. You look tired, you look sore. Life is showing you what you've never seen before. Next time problems show up, I hope you have a ready plan, or it's going to be Here we go again. 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 Your life is the story I'd like to share. No matter your gender, no matter your age, there is more to life than just the first page. I've been on this ride so many times, I can see it coming. Hitting bottom, you don't get any lower. When you bounce back up, live your life a little bit slower, or it's going to be, here we go again. Here we go again, here we go again, here we go again. Here we go again. Hope to see you again real soon. You'll come around just like the full moon. I know your mind will again be sane, and life will challenge you with the same old game. Next time problems show up, I hope you have a ready plan, or it's going to be, here we go again, here we go again, here we go again, here we go again, here we go again. I've been on this ride so many times, I can see it coming. Hitting bottom, you can't get any lower. When you bounce back up, live your life a little bit slower, or it's going to be, here we go again. Oh, it's good. And we have a beautiful audience here. They forgot to bring their claps with them. That's just, it's just, I'm very understanding.
I have neighbors who act sweet.
All right, we'll do that.
Oh.
I have neighbors who act sweet, but their life is filled with greed. The only time they are kind is when they drink a special wine, a blend of various mix. It can get you into a sweet fix. They call that wine good news. It will change your socializing views. I have a friend, his name is Don. Is a bachelor, lives in a bachelor pad. That he will never change, on that you can surely bet. One day while drinking that special wine, he bragged, no woman would ever bring me in alive. Woke up next day a married man, now he's doing 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 6. He drank himself into a sweet fix. I have a friend, her name is Mary. She is quite extraordinary. While drinking that special wine, she asked a bachelor by the name of Don, what could a woman possibly want from any man? Woke up next day as his wife. Now she's doing 9 to 5, 9 to 5, 9 to 6. She drank herself into a sweet fix. They called it wine good news. It will change your socializing views. So let me do a couple of jokes here, because going from one song to the next, I'm just not used to it. How many of you here are woodworkers? Somebody paid you a decent wage, would you work?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're woodworkers. How many of you here are chauffeurs? You work hard every day, you got nothing to show for it? All right, we got that. So we got chauffeurs, we got woodworkers. That's really, really great. When I tell people that I write jokes, they say, well, tell us a joke. I went to see my eye doctor. He said, what do you want? I said, let me see. When I would meet people who had tattoos, I would say, nice graphics. Then I started saying to them, you know, I know somebody who had MA tattooed on their upper arm. It was a dedication to his mother. If his mother doesn't like it, it's going to stand for Massachusetts. MA, Ma, Massachusetts. My doctor asked me to get regular blood work done. So as the attendant is getting the needle ready, I said to him, you're working in vain. I notice my jokes are time delayed. It's like a couple of minutes go by and, oh, that's funny. But I got news for you. I can laugh at my own jokes. I'm also, besides being a lyricist, a poet, a laughter leader, I'm a psychic, and I tell psychic jokes. I write psychic jokes. So people want to know, what's a psychic joke? Any of you believe in past lives?
Oh, yeah.
Nice to see you again. You know, I don't know if you know this, but you don't always have to come back as a person. You can come back as an object. In one of my past lifetimes, I came back as a train, but I didn't like it because I had a one-track mind. And so I used to get groans for that. So let's do a little bit more singing here. Which one is this?
You grab me like...
Okay, you grab me like crabby. I used to have a partnership with somebody where he and I wrote songs together, and like anything else, everything's temporary. He went in a different direction with it, started writing songs with his wife, and I started asking, well, how good of a songwriter am I? And I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write a song that is so good and so brilliantly written that even people who cannot sing will get high praises and applause. And as soon as I said those words, I heard the words, you grab me like crab meat. Okay, let's try it again. You grab me like crab meat. You charge me up like an eel. I can't tell you how good that feels. You are my one and only wish. You get to me like a swordfish. You and I have a fishy romance. We're swimming in a fishy romance. You grab me like crab meat. Our love can be serious or it can be silly. Always tasteful like scungily. Our attraction will never flounder. It will stay fresh like a New England clam chowder. You and I have a fishy romance. We're swimming in a fishy romance. You grab me like crab meat. When you get close, I feel fever. I need you like the salmon needs to swim upriver. You are my lightning, I am your rod. Let's get together for halibut or scrod. At night to enjoy the light that is lunar. We can be tight like a can of tuna. You and I have a fishy romance. We're swimming in a fishy romance. You grab me like crab meat. When you touch me, I feel urges. It's like the first time I had sturgeon. When I'm with you, I don't feel put out. I feel desirable like a rainbow trout. It's you I love, it's you I like. You are my soulmate, you are my pike. You grab me like crab meat. You grab me like crab meat. You grab me like crab meat. This song is very popular with drunks in bars. And even after an hour after I finished singing it at an open mic, some drunk would raise a beer and say, you grab me like crab meat. It's also very popular for some reason. I've been asked to sing this song to women who had birthdays. And I would sing it like I was their boyfriend, and they would squirm throughout the whole song. So maybe that's the whole idea behind this. So what we got?
The long poem?
Okay, the long poem. I used to be a substitute teacher. If you know anything about being a substitute teacher, it's like being a target. Go ahead, throw shit at me. And one of the classes, the students would read sections of a poem. They would read it, but I could tell there was no emotional or intellectual engagement. They just read the words and put the book down. That was the inspiration where I just started writing a poem that would force people to think and consider what they were actually reading. And ultimately it has become what I call the long poem. It's 120 pages long. That's why it's called a long poem. And so I've been practicing memorizing 8 pages of it to perform it, because I found out as I was learning page after page and practicing the material, that was really a lot of fun to be able to do this. To be or not to be. The devil can only sell you what you can get for free. Words have meaning, words have power. Wasted minutes add up to wasted hours. Wasted hours become wasted days. Wasted days at the same location can turn into a long vacation. I used to be the quiet type, but I got enticed by the world and all of its hype. Someone asked me, "Where have you been?" I opened my mouth and out came all that wind. It's not about telling the truth, it's not about lying. It's about people and what they are buying. Hey, Joe, one for the road. Hey, Joe, one for the road. Hey, Joe, one for the road. 2 to get ready and 3 to go. I prefer the unbeaten path. It personalizes my internal wealth. Destiny means destination. Fascinating. Or is it fascination? The elevator's going up. Here's our chance to reach the top. The elevator's going down. When we hit bottom, we're all number one. It sure is a nice day. It's raining. The wind is howling. When I look inside, I see myself smiling. When I laugh, I feel so jolly. I can see how seriousness can be pure folly. When the dew drops, it's time to do it. Yesterday you knew, today you knew it. Desperation in moderation. We can all get through it. It takes 2 nickels to make a dime. Pick up the phone and call me sometime. Let's get together so we can rhyme. She was a beauty. I was a beast. Rah! She needed taming. What a twist. She was a beauty. I was a beast. Rah! She needed taming. What a twist. Time is meaningful. It means something to me. Today was tomorrow, yesterday. You understand? You don't understand. Wear a wristwatch if you want to have time on your hands. If your watch doesn't work and acts like a sick clock, you need a tick-tock dock. Tick-tock, tick-tock, it sure is easy being a clock, early to bed, early to rise. Sometimes I'm stupid, sometimes I'm wise. Life is wasted when you refuse to taste it. It's all a matter of degree. I agree. I disagree. Downstairs is upstairs on the other side of the world. I know that the world is round because half the people live upside down. Simple are pleasures when choices are few. Too many options and you don't know what to do. You are looking for someone inside of me that you cannot find. There's more to me than what's on your mind if you're willing to spend the time. If you think you are right, you could be wrong. Too many people have gone under thinking they were strong. You know, I know, you know, I know. Where does the time go? A beginning starts with every ending. Opportunities will show up for those still standing. Possibilities are in the air. The energy feels like a county fair. When you live in a world of possibilities, it translates into abilities. This sure is a nice city. People here are very witty. Every local scene hits the spot. Knowing what you got, that's really hot. If you know who you are, then you know who you're not. Reach for the moon, reach for the stars. When you come down to earth, don't land too hard. This is all a magical dream. Do you know what I mean? Is it still magical if I scream, ah? I give up. Give me some options. I need something to get me up. I give up. Give me some options. I need something to get me up. I am a spirit within my own space. The physical world has its own special grace. Everyone is looking for something they can embrace. What's external? Watch out. What's internal? Watch yourself. Stop getting upset at things you can't understand. When you are aware of yourself, you are observing yourself. Looking inside, don't look for junk. Junk likes to sell itself as a friend. If you buy into it, it will not go well. Does this ring a bell? Looking inside, look for the best. Let the past take care of the rest. Looking back, what things make you laugh? In meditation, I saw the light. It was delightful, it was insightful. What's wrong with me? Transformed to what works inside of me. Get to know yourself, and you can stop living with a stranger. A procrastinator is an extra time creator. It is the heart that knows how to stay open, that knows how to feel pain when it is broken. Pain too often makes us feel real. There are other ways that we can learn how to feel. I used to feel pretty good. Now I feel pretty and I feel good. I used to feel pretty good. Now I feel pretty and I feel good. I used to feel pretty good. Now I feel pretty and I feel good. Happiness, I'm told, is just bliss getting old. Smiles and laughter are great to behold. What's right? What's wrong? It's the knowing inside that makes you feel strong. It's not always what you lift, but what lifts you up that really matters. Sometimes it's keep on going. Other times it's time to stop. Daily repetition is like giving your brain a petition to learn to do, to learn to do, to learn to do a new chore. Your brain will get it done for you if you give it time. At the beginning, it all looks poor. At the end, it all looks fine, if you're willing to give it time. A young black woman with a young child. The mother keeps repeating as they walk, "You're so pretty, you're so smart, you're so pretty, you're so smart." They get on the bus. The woman keeps repeating throughout the bus ride, "You're so pretty, you're so smart, you're so pretty, you're so smart." What dedication that her daughter only hears, "You're so pretty, you're so smart, you're so pretty, you're so smart." It is getting dark outside. In the backyard, a black man is talking to his teenage son who wants to join and fight in a gang. "You want to fight? I'll fight you. You want to fight? I'll fight you." What a struggle. What a fight. Having kids is like being a supervisor, a teacher, a parent, a therapist, and a medic. Kids, they ruin your life for the better. Thank you. You can imagine 120 pages of that. But the idea is, again, I intend to make people get challenged. Kids get challenged when they read that. It's not just a monotone. It's what does this line mean? How do you want to express it? How do you want to say things about it? What moves you inside of this poem? It's like laughing, except it's poem after poem after poem after poem. So how about you do a instrumental?
Okay.
By the way, I'd like to thank my John for accompanying me on this.
Chair music. Need to stretch.
Yay!
Oh, those chairs aren't out here already? Come on. Okay.
My girlfriend. When you guys switch into two. So my girlfriend is a professional editor. When she first saw me, she said to herself, I can edit him. She's had some success. Before I met her, I used to speak good. Now I speak well.
Nice.
Gentlemen, why don't you come and join me here?
All right. Hey, how we doing?
Doing good.
Having some fun out here.
Having some fun. I like to talk to people, especially at bus stops. If I find somebody who's very friendly, I start talking to them. And at one bus stop, there were like 20 Chinese students. I started teaching them about laughter. And laughing. And I found out that China has a program that brings in students to just learn how to get acclimated to the American culture. And I'm standing there thinking, you know, I've written all these jokes, and a lot of them actually teach about the American culture from a humorous perspective. So I decided to put together a book. It's called Just in Time. And this is basically for anybody who wants to see the humor of the American culture. So the best way to get you, the audience, to actually appreciate this is we're going to take and go through the book and find jokes that we enjoy articulating. This is, I'm kind of hoping that people will see the potential of this book to have a lot of parties and actually just say, hey, I'm going to make you guys laugh. So whichever one of you want to start first.
Well, Dwayne, I think we got a good little bit to go through. There's a lot of good options in here. I'm looking forward to this. Well, let's see. Let's start with page 10. And
Sure.
all right. Well, Dwayne, let me ask you something.
Whatever my name is.
I don't know what your name is. It's not this guy. Would you like to make some money?
Sure would.
Next time you get a paycheck, cash it.
Huh. Okay. I'll get it done in a second.
It's been about an hour since you promised to do it in a second.
I didn't say which second. Now did I?
You didn't.
Okay, so we're going to go page 13. We actually chose the ones we liked at our apartment, but there's tons of stuff that we could have arbitrarily chosen too, because there's just so many jokes here. This is over 240 pages of jokes. On page 13, I'm going to act so Dwayne, My girlfriend is spooky.
What does she do for a living?
She's a ghostwriter.
See.
Well, I've got a right to be pissed.
Really? What gives you that right?
I'm a philanthropist.
I wrote that, but I still like it. Okay, well, I'm on page 17. So, Scott, I don't know what to get them. They have everything.
The person who has everything, give him a sensory deprivation tank.
You know, this was one of the most popular jokes ever at the Dowsers convention. I've had people show up for hours after hours saying, oh, that was such a funny joke. But I got inspired by the fact that people were always complaining, oh, it's their birthday, what am I going to get them for their, as a present? It's Christmas, what should I get them for a present? They have everything. Hey, if they have everything, give them a sensory deprivation tank.
Let's see here. Got some more good stuff.
Let's indeed see here.
Page 35.
35.
34.
Either or.
Okay, we're on 34.
34. Well, you like St. Louis?
Well, I would if I went there. Actually, I liked him before he became a saint.
Okay, so let me try that with Scott again, because Scott knows how to read. Scott, do you like St. Louis?
Well, I liked him before he became a saint. A lot more fun.
Dwayne, what makes you so sweet?
I'm Swedish.
Scott, I was in jail.
How was it?
Captivating.
Hey, Scott, what's wrong with getting married in a church?
Well, how can you stay that way when you're altered?
Okay, 39. We've actually shown this book to a lot of people, and they just keep on laughing. Scott, that's the biggest screw-up I've ever seen.
Well, all in a day's work.
Hey, Walter, this place is crawling with people.
Maybe we can teach them how to walk.
What do you think about Nietzsche?
He found his niche.
Scott, did you know that being inquisitive is a major cause of hair loss?
You mean you ask, you shall receive?
Try 40. Oh, you like this one. Scott, how is your memory?
It's photographic. I forget everything in a flash.
So, Dwayne, Santa Claus is coming to town.
How can you tell?
I sense his presence. I actually once told a joke where all the women in the audience hissed me. I was so proud I made history.
Have you heard about the cashier?
What about her?
She married a counterpart.
I like this one here. I'm Hans. I call myself handsome. Women call me Hans off. It's part of the me movement, you know. It's like I like this one too. My favorite 3-scoop ice cream: Death by Chocolate, a Reincarnation Vanilla, and Extreme Rebirth Coffee.
You should go see a chiropractor.
I can't afford to go to Cairo.
So Scott, how come you're not eating bread anymore?
I found out that stupidity is inbred.
Hey, Walter, what kind of education did your parents receive?
They both have Yale degrees. Yeah.
Loud parents, huh?
Try 44 there. I like this one because it confuses people. Dwayne, what do you think of toiletries?
Dogs have a right to pee on something.
What are you talking about?
Toiletries.
Try 50.
We skipped a good one. Oh, no, we didn't.
All right.
By the way, this is really great for musicians. This was inspired by musicians. And Dwayne is a musician. Wayne, you play piano?
I play the piano.
You are noteworthy.
Perhaps.
Scott, you play the guitar?
I do.
How long have you been stringing people along?
Yes, I do play the piano. You know what's the most important part of playing the piano?
What's that?
Don't lose your keys.
Well, page 62
62.
Oh, yeah.
could be delightful.
I want to be a lighting technician.
When did you get that bright idea?
I have funny hearing.
Good. You'll enjoy my jokes.
Part of this book it's called A Guidebook for Developing Humorous Comebacks. So if you just keep reading this book and the jokes in it, somebody says something and you'll have the instinct to come back with something unique to tell them. 63. So Scott, I'm not suspicious.
Okay. You're curious in an extremely conspicuous manner.
Yay.
Or conspicuous.
Conspicuous.
Oh, I don't know how to pronounce.
But
I tell you.
he was the expert reader.
I tell you, the screw-ups ought to get the best laughs, you know.
Conspicuous? Oh, that's a good word. Yeah.
How about 66?
66. All right.
I know something funny in here.
Okay. I want to set up my own schedule and have plenty of time.
Try jail.
It's all natural.
74.
Hippity-doo.
All right.
Hippity-doo-dah here.
Scott, you know about Valhalla?
Sure. My cousin comes over and says, "Well, how the hell is going on here?"
Walter,
Yes.
why are you so stupid?
I went to a brainstorming session and they picked my brain.
Wow.
So Dwayne, my soccer ball talks to me.
Huh, what does it say?
I get a kick out of you.
Things aren't working so well for me.
Sorry to hear that.
Here's some earplugs to end your hearing troubles.
Let's try 77 here. Scott, pardon me.
Have you committed any crimes?
No, I have not.
Then I don't have to pardon you.
Hey,
What? Yeah.
I joined the nudist club.
Why?
I need the exposure.
78.
78.
Yeah.
Isn't there?
So Scott, I found out how not to have foot problems. I'm sure you guys all want to know that too.
How's that?
I've got the secret.
We're on 78?
Yep.
You're right. What's the secret of not having foot problems?
Let's try it again from the beginning.
Sounds good.
I
Back
found
up.
out how not to have foot problems.
Impossible.
I've got the secret.
What's the secret of not having foot problems?
Use the metric system.
Makes sense.
like I said, I like to write poetry. So a friend of mine wound up having a foot problem and sent her a poem saying that life challenges everybody. Some get challenged by the inch, other people get challenged by the foot. 84 is really great. I like this. Great line for meeting new people. Nice to see you again for the first time.
Hey, Scott, you're being a little bit crazy.
It's nice to know people will accept you with diluted insanity.
So Dwayne, I'm a writer.
What's your pen name?
Vic Parker. Now, one of the problems we had with that joke is people didn't know that in the olden days there were two kinds of pens. One of them was Bic, the other one was Parker. So Vic Parker is a pen name.
I'd say half the people in here might know that.
You might know him as a lighter, right?
Yep. Hey, go for
Little
90.
light humor, huh?
Check out 90. It's not marked, but I just remember I like this one.
All right.
It's the act of convenience on the bottom. All these things, all the jokes have titles for them, which we're kind of skipping. So Dwayne.
Yes.
I just wrote a mystery drama.
And what's the title?
Death in a Cemetery.
Why is cemetery?
The plot was easy to get. He's 92.
All right.
Oh. Hey, Walter,
Yes.
do you have the time?
Yes, I do.
Can I have the 60s back?
Title of this is called Punk Rock Soap Opera. One Life to Waste. Yeah, this one is called the Shakespearean Humor. Scott, that joke you told, it died.
Poor joke. I knew it well.
11.
94. Hey, Dwayne, since you play
me?
music, yeah.
Oh.
Do you know why Paul Simon could not be a punk rocker?
Why?
He knows how to play a guitar.
Huh. Fascinating. Hey, the brass band got arrested.
What for?
Trumped up charges.
I like this one because Dwayne actually belongs to a brass band. It's got a lot of brass.
Actually, 3.
3 brass bands.
School of Honk, JP Honk, and Babam.
Isn't that great?
Yep.
So I'm going to actually do something that Dwayne doesn't like, but I love it. When I first created this joke, honk, 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 honk. He belongs to honk band. Honk, honk, honk. Why are you honking? Because I'm a silly goose. Honk, honk, honk. I guess you're right. People don't. I think it's a great one. 97.
You know, Scott, I love anything with a bra in it.
Well, then, you must love me.
Why should I love you?
Because I'm Brazilian.
Oh, Brazilian. I get it.
99. So Scott, did you know I'm a vegan?
Live long and prosper.
Not a Vulcan, a vegan.
Well, don't you also want to live long and prosper?
100.
100. Walter,
Yes,
I miss you.
I miss you too.
Where's the other person?
What other person?
You missed 2. Where's the other one? Like,
So Scott, you're lying.
Well, these are my quarters.
So?
It's customary to lie in your quarters.
So, Dwayne, Compliment me.
Why?
I need to blush.
I hear he gave the greatest massages. My feet loved them.
Do you have his phone number?
Why? Are your feet looking for a relationship?
Isn't it great when you get the joke? It's like, whoa. Those synapses start firing like they're trying to execute you.
Oh, you're right.
106.
Oh, keep going.
Is it true that one learns most through friction?
Let's rub together and find out. Mm.
I need some stress pills.
You don't need pills. I can give you stress.
Mm.
What would you think of me having a child?
Why? Am I getting too mature for you?
Every person has 3 personalities: the turkey, the cynic, and the poet.
You should have specified which one you wanted in our relation.
Hey, Scott, that sure is a beautiful dress on that woman.
I don't like it. If I was her boyfriend, I'd ask her to take it off.
Wee.
Hey, Scott, aliens are coming to take over our minds.
Not my mind. My girlfriend already has dibs on that.
108. Scott, you wanted, so this is, the title of it is called A Different Kind of a Runaround. So you have to kind of like look at that before you get to the joke.
Mm.
You wanted me to run away with him.
So why didn't you?
I'm not into jogging. I love this next one. Go ahead, guys. You go for it.
Promise me you'll never divorce me.
I promise.
How are you going to keep your promises?
I won't marry you.
Okay, here's another one. Hey, Scott, would you like to buy a phone?
I prefer talking drums.
Who uses talking drums these days?
My lover?
What kind of drums?
Eardrum?
Page 111.
Hey, Walter.
Yes.
How do you make your girlfriend happy?
I take her to a restaurant and give her a menu.
My girlfriend wants to be viewed as a hot tamale.
Really?
What was she before?
A peach?
Page 113. Hey, Scott, do you know any good jokes?
No.
How about I introduce myself to you? People think I'm funny.
14.
One thing. Hey, Dwayne, I heard you married the invisible girl.
Yes, I did.
What do you like best about her?
She's transparent.
Now, there's tons of more stuff that we can't cover, but gives you an idea what the book is about. And after the program, if you want to take a look at the book itself, you're welcome to. But I want to actually have an introduction to these two gentlemen, comedians. And Scott will tell you how he wants to save the world with the use of the growing of marijuana.
Well, you know, there's only one plant that is more resourceful than anything else on the planet. And it is the cannabis plant. It's an amazing plant. The plant, from a medical standpoint to just a humanitarian, has so many uses. I've been a big proponent of this plant for many years now, through being a patient, an advocate, and you know, fortunately here in Massachusetts we have a great industry. Now this plant, we can use it to pretty much replace everything when you look around at modern society that we are consuming the world's resources for, like oil, all the things, the byproducts we make from that, we can actually replace with the cannabis plant. We could build houses out of the cannabis plant.
Paper.
Clothes, cars. Henry Ford built a car out of hemp 100% ran off of hemp. And then we came out with the Marijuana Tax Act. I think the Rockefellers and the Carnegies were a little disappointed. Didn't want to see their steel industry go away because he didn't need them with the hemp car that he was building. So it's an amazing plant. I believe it's the only thing that will save the species from extinction if we give it the opportunity and actually, end our dependence on all foreign resources that we're currently booming at a rate that's just not sustainable.
Isn't that amazing?
It's pretty
If it's true, yeah, it's
Insightful.
amazing.
It's 100% true. There's 50,000 uses for this plant. You can actually really, anything you see in modern society, it's made from a byproduct of petroleum for the most part, can be replaced with cannabis products. Anything that we're deforesting the world for can be replaced with cannabis products. Hemp essentially. Cannabis, is more the medicinal side of it, the plant, where it has strains that produce various compounds which are called cannabinoids and also terpenes. And it's those cannabinoids and terpenes and the interaction between them that are actually where the medicine comes from. And so one thing that's very interesting is this plant has thousands of variations, and each variation produces its own ratio of cannabinoids and terpenes. And just like our biochemistry is different, one specific strain may be more beneficial at treating one individual's ailment. But what we do find is commonalities between people who seek medicinal uses is they tend to gravitate towards strains that have a particular profile of cannabinoids and terpenes.
Isn't that great? Isn't that great?
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
They seek great relief from it.
And Dwayne is known as the Wizard of Sound. So could you give us some examples of some sound? One of the things I would like is, because you belong to 3 different brass bands, can you do some brass sounds to show people?
We'll see.
We'll hear.
Yeah, when
That's why he's called the Wizard of Sound, so you can hear it.
the first wind instrument I was attracted to was the trombone, and I watched my friends play the trombone for the first time. I'm saying, how do you get a higher sound when the slide is here than here? And the guy says to me, oh, it's a secrecy. It's sworn to trombone players. We can't tell you. But I found out how with the attention of your lips, you make the difference. I used to watch these guys play a trombone, and from watching them, I actually learned the notes. And so I went to the music teacher. The music teacher had me try a gamut of brass instruments. Trumpet, I just couldn't get the range. Tuba I liked. What I was really going for was the bass trombone. You get a really sharp sound, but it's low. For example. And I ended up playing the tuba, but I really, if I had known there was such thing as a bass trombone, I was just like in 5th grade, then that's the instrument I would have played. But I played tuba for several years. And then I had this vision of me running around on the football field with the sousaphone, and I went, I don't know if I want to do that. And then I played guitar for a couple decades. And now I've been reintroduced because I saw a baritone and I picked it up. And baritone is like the range of the trombone, but it's got the valves instead. So I've been playing that regularly, and I've been playing the trombone as well. And I'm also in an improv orchestra called Leap of Faith Orchestra. And they get together and put up a clock, and we just play. The clock's over, we stop.
Isn't he amazing?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I enjoy, and I enjoy humor, I enjoy laughter, and when people ask me how come I'm not so fond of serious, sad things, and I explain to them that I've had a difficult life and I don't need a refill. So that's why one of the things, and I love finding characters that I can do. I've been, right now I'm putting together information about a comedian called Eddie. So this is how Eddie introduces himself to people. Hi, my name is Eddie. When I was young, my mother took me everywhere with her. She'd say, come Eddie, let's go take a walk. Come Eddie, let's go shopping. When I grew up, I decided to become a comedian. I don't know why. I'm waiting for you guys to finally get that joke. I have a brother named is Lance. My mother doesn't like him. No matter what he does, she asks him, violence, violence, violence. When he grew up, he became violent. Nobody knows why. So those jokes were inspired by the fact that is it heredity or DNA that makes us who we are. So you can make a lot of fun stuff with it. So again, if you all like this kind of humor, you can see more of our material on joyofkidding.com, because I write comedy for other people to perform as well as myself. And so I really appreciate all of you being here. So let's end it with some laughter.
Ooh. That was a good one. That got me a little dizzy.
So again, thank you all for showing up.
Woo!
That was good, thank you.
Give yourselves a hand.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's shake hands.
Oh.
We're still live.
Still
All right.
alive. Yeah,
Ooh.
I check my pulse.
Check it out.
You're right.
I'm still alive. Still alive.
Not dead yet.